Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be alright. Yeah, you know it's gonna be alright. Here it is, Thursday night. It'll be alright. Why wouldn't it be alright? But it will. Daily to daily to daily go get a mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing. Taking off left lane, no coasting. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, y'all. And I'm feeling like a real man should. And I hope that you are too. And we're going to get this thing popping. Let's get real about relationships Thursday, Throwback Thursday. But you know, yeah. It's the daily go get a business show. Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita, is in the place. It's always good to see me some face of yours, no doubt. Stacy White holding it down for the D. I see y'all here all early, and it's good to see y'all always. All right, so tonight on the Daily Go Get a Business Show, we are talking about how much did you care about what they want. So basically, what we're going to talk about tonight is how far you should go to please the one that you're with. How far should you go to please your man or your woman, your spouse, the one that you're with, the object of your affection? A lot of times we put our personal feelings to the side or our personal desires to the side in order to get what we want. And all that's good until we get what we want. And then we find out that in order to keep what we wanted, we have to give them what they want, and we have to keep giving them what they wanted. Well, sometimes that might be okay because the two of you want a lot of the same things, and the things that you may have to sacrifice aren't bad things to sacrifice. But what happens when it is? What happens when you have to go so far out of your way or against the grain, against the things that you think are good or even healthy, in order to please the one that you want, the one that you're with? Would you do it? Have you done it? Would you get it done? Have you done it before? Was it any kind of fun? Well, that's what we're going to talk about tonight on the Daily Go Get a Business Show. Grits and wavy and grits. I said grits and wavy and grits. I said grits and wavy and grits. I'm glad you coming on through. You know that you're that. And my big sis, Robin Ming, always here to do a thing. It's good to see you here. You are a queen for a king. It's good to see y'all. All right, so let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. Well, this your daily, the Daily Go Get a Business Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, a.k.a. Omar with the... And if you can't say Omar, what the... Well, then you just say Omar with the R's, the Daily Go Get a Business Show. How much should you care about what they want? Now, hold on, because I should have said something in our little intro that is very essential to what we're talking about tonight. This doesn't always have to be your romantic partner. It doesn't always have to be your man or your woman or your girl or your boyfriend. It doesn't always have to be your husband or your wife. You could be talking about your children. You could be talking about another family member. You could be talking about just somebody that you care about. And you know what? I'll tell you what. You could be talking about somebody that is not blood related to you or romantically involved with you in any way. Maybe it's somebody who you believe in, who you care about, somebody that you are trying to develop, somebody who you are interested in seeing be successful. And in that example, you are showing that you believe in that person. Well, what happens when your belief in that person and your willingness to accommodate that person to get them to the place where you know that they can be and that you hope that they will be? What happens when they want things that are so outlandish that they not only break you, leave you broke, pockets all messed up, bank account all drawn out, but they also may require your time and your energy. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And maybe this person is just not even trying to reach the finish line fast enough for you. What happens then? Huh? What about then? Or what about then? Or what about then? What about us? I said, what about then? What about us? I said, what about then? What about us? I said, what about them? What about us? I said, what about them? What about us? I said, Cinderella day to day. Well, it's the woman day to day with fame. It's Cinderella day to day. Well, it's the woman day to day with fame. What's going on? Day to day. It's the day. It's the day. What's going on? So, yeah. So, have you lived this life? It could be your child. You know, one thing that I've known about only having one child, one biological child, is that all your eggs are in that one basket. You don't have another child to split your energies with. If this one don't make it, that's it. That's it. You either pass or fail. There's, those are the grades that you are pretty much looking at from a parent standpoint that only has one child. And I'm not talking about myself necessarily because, my daughter's she's a good kid. However, what if she wasn't? What if she required a lot of attention and she lives 2 states away? So, in order to make it to Queens, New York, I'm going to have to maneuver through traffic and all of that kind of shit. It's going to take me at least 3 hours to get there. No way I can get there in 2. There's no way I can get from North Philly to Queens in 2 hours. I can't do it. It can't be done. It takes you 2 hours just to get to Manhattan. And that's even if I'm doing 100 with the traffic, with the traffic. But Queens, we talking about another 35 miles or some shit. I know it's at least another 35 minutes. It takes us a minute. It takes a while. So when you only have one biological child and that child requires a lot, maybe they have a talent that you really wanted to hone. Let me ask y'all this. Does Tiger Woods have any brothers and sisters? I don't know. By the way, I don't like Tiger Woods, but I'm using him as an example because, he had a talent. He was a prodigy for golf, and he wasn't really a prodigy for golf, or was he? His dad got him playing golf. He didn't just, used to be in the crib watching Arnold Palmer matches all day. No, I don't think any kids like golf. But his dad got him into playing golf, and evidently he pushed him hard. But that's another example. Let's say Tiger Woods found golf on his own. Now, to play golf is a very expensive sport. You don't learn how to play golf for free. They don't golf around the way. You don't go in too many black people's homes and they have golf clubs. Golf clubs cost a lot of money. Very expensive. It's like having instruments. It's like having a bag full of instruments, especially if they're the good kind. In the way that you might want to compete. So it's not sweet like that. So in order for your child to really get good at golf to the point where they could compete professionally, you're going to have to spend a good amount of money on those golf clubs and on lessons and getting into country clubs and shit like that. You might not have money like that. That might not be anything that you could easily be a part of, but you may want it for your child because your child is really good at this and your child really wants to do this. So although you may not appreciate golf, here you are representing for your young one. So, um, um, what do you call it? What do you call it? Middle class income person, a lower middle class income salary earning person trying to get their children to be good at the game of golf is going to have to make mad sacrifices, especially if they're black, because not only are you going to have to sacrifice your time and money, but you may also have to sacrifice the way that you feel about social factors. You going to those country clubs, you ain't seeing a whole lot of this. I know that for a fact. I grew up right around the corner from the Wissahickon. I'm talking the Philadelphia Cricket Club. The cricket club right around the corner. Right around the corner. It was like it was in a different world. Because the cricket club was like a gated community. So we would we would throw tennis balls over there. We didn't know what was going on in the cricket club. You know why? Because it was like they didn't let black people in the cricket club. It was a country club right there in the middle of Germantown. I lived on Bringhurst Street. I go right around the corner of Hansberry Street. The wall for the cricket club is on Hansberry Street. It went from Morris Street. Yeah, from Morris Street all the way down the street to Wissahickon. We ain't know what was going on in the cricket club. Sometimes we would sneak up in there, scale the wall, all kinds, we little black kids, we curious. See what's going on. But all we would see up there was white. It was expensive to be a member of the cricket club. But if you were a member of the cricket club, you could golf. Not up there. They had another golf course where you could go and golf with a bunch of other white, affluent people. It wasn't for us. But if you're going to teach your children or your child to golf, you're going to have to make those sacrifices and be around those types of white people that don't want to see you. This was way before the Trump era. These were cats that were left over from the Nixon era. You know what I'm saying? So it's real shit. But you have to mentally prepare yourself for this. Would you do it? You would probably have to make sure that that's what your child wanted to do. And your child might be so young, they don't even know if that's what they really want to do for the rest of their lives. But shit, we know we're doing it right now. So I'm going to have to spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on golf clubs, and thousands of dollars trying to get into these places where you can actually get good at golf. Lessons, getting golf lessons. Do you know what we're talking about? I imagine it was the same thing with the Williams sisters, Venus and Flytrap. Venus and Flytrap Williams. Anyway, playing tennis ain't cheap either. You might have a tennis racket in your crib, and the most you might have paid for your tennis racket might be, I'll give it a whole $100. If you play tennis, I'll give it a whole $100 that you spent, on your tennis racket. Well, the tennis rackets that they play with are hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. Like, what are y'all stringing these bitches with? And the lessons. Listen, man, it ain't a bunch of Arthur Ashes out there. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't. That's why the Williams sisters being so great at it was a big deal. Tennis is not a sport that black people typically thrive in. Golf is not a sport that black people typically thrive in because it costs money. It's not like basketball. Pick up the ball and get good. Coaches, players all around the way, all day. It ain't like that with golf. Where you going to golf at? Kids ain't gonna stop playing in this area of the park so you can golf. You gotta go get on a golf course, and you can't be if you want to compete. You can't be a wannabe golfer. You got to be real about it, and you're gonna have to have lessons. You're gonna have to be taught a technique. What's going on, sucre je toi, and sincerely T. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. Appreciate it mucho. So yeah, this shit is real. So how much should you care about what they want? Now for your child, you might go all out. Like, listen, damn, my baby got an opportunity to really open this thing up and blow this thing out the water. I'm gonna have to make this sacrifice for them, him or her. Even when it's not, golf or tennis. Even football and basketball cost a lot once they start getting to the point where they want to really do this. Basketball camps, football camps, any professional players that you see have gone to those camps, and you got to be real about it. So, just because your child can catch or throw or run fast or shoot baskets, that don't make them ready to play against them college players, and it surely don't make them ready for the NBA. We don't be understanding that shit. But all of those players that you see in that are getting paid for doing what they do, they have all gone to those camps. That's why they know each other a lot. Oh yeah, I heard of such and such. They ain't just hear of each other once they make it into the league. They already know. They plugged in. This has been their lives. This has been their lives. Okay, cool. So but you're gonna have to be active. So you're going to have to care about what they want. Are you built for that? Are you ready for that, mama? Are you ready for that, dad? You're probably going to have to pool resources from other areas, other family members, other sources. You may have to hustle in order to get your child to the point where they can just play. So you have to care about what they want. What about, most of us who have daughters, we be paying for them dance lessons. Tap, African, modern, jazz. Almost everybody who has a daughter and has a decent job wants to get their daughter's dance lessons. And some of these girls be real good at it. You know what I mean? But what happens when they get so good at it that they thinking about doing it for a living? Modeling. Oh, you got a little cutie over here. And look, she kind of tall, statuesque, skinny, pretty, has a beautiful smile, was made for the camera. Yeah, all that. What happens when they ain't just playing around with it? What happens when they start getting to the point where they're doing it beyond what your salary can take? Either that or like, yo, I know you like those old Joan and David shoes over there, but guess what? You ain't getting them. You know why? Because Philadelphia needs that money. Philadelphia, that stands for Philadelphia Dance Company. It's a popular dance management company in Philly. Yeah, Philadelphia. You start getting with Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to introduce you to other people in the industry. And that modeling shit, yeah, you don't become a fashion model for free. All kinds of sharks in the industry, people who would take your money, tell you, oh yeah, well, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that. We're going to introduce you to these people. We're going to teach you how to do this, blah, 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 blah. Acting lessons, same shit. You want to get good in showbiz, you're going to have to get some training. Even if you're a natural, you're going to have to get some training. I've taken comedy classes. I've taken them at least 3 times. I've taken acting courses. Luckily I was able to take them in areas where I didn't have to pay. Well, I had to pay for all the comedy courses. The acting courses, I was able to take a lot of that in college. So, but I did take from a production company. They offered acting lessons, and they required it in order for them to introduce you to advertisers that were hiring actors for commercials. And if they was going to push you, they was going to get that money from you. Now I had to pay for this by myself, but suppose I was hooked up with somebody who could help me and who was interested in helping me. But I believe in what you're doing. I think that you're really good at it, and we want to push your career. So I don't care how much money it costs. I'm going to do it. Suppose it was a situation like that. Knowing me, I would probably be like, nah, we're going to find another way. Knowing me. I've been known to refuse help when it comes down to money. Like, wait, we can find another one. Bottom line is, how much should you care about what a person wants? If it's inconveniencing you, if you find yourself being in a position where you're the only one making any sacrifices, how much should you care? It's probably going to be different for all of us. We probably all have a different threshold for how much we're willing to do. But do we think about that up front, or do we make those decisions as we go along? How long will you go treating somebody well who is mistreating you? Because that is caring about what somebody wants. That's a lot. There's a lot of freak shit going on out there in the world. A lot of freak shit. People out here swinging all crazy. The swinging culture is on tilt nowadays. And it's funny because people who swing really think that shit is sweet. Listen, you know how some people who are monogamous defend monogamy? Like, no, I don't give a fuck about all that polyamorous, poly this, poly that. No, it ain't supposed to be that way. And even if it is supposed to be that way, it ain't going to be that way with me. They defend monogamy. I can't blame them. That's the way you feel. That's the way you've done. That's the way you've been taught. Hey, you should defend it. But you ain't seen nobody defend shit until you see motherfuckers defend this freak shit with this swinging. It'll have you like, because you looking like, this bitch is over here defending her man's right to fuck other bitches. That's the way it looks to you. From what I understand about swinging, there are all kinds of rules to it. Like, all right, you can fuck them, but you got to wear a condom and you can't kiss them. Or you can kiss them, but you can't give them head because that's too intimate. The head thing is just for our monogamous part of our relationship. The swinging part prevents you from being able to give head or kissing, or something like that. Yeah, there are actual rules. I'm not bullshitting y'all. If some of y'all don't know or don't know people who are into this shit or have never read about it, yeah, you'd be like, oh, here he go with it. No, this is real shit. But the people who are into it be defending that shit. And I always wonder, like, how much do you really feel this shit? You know what I mean? I've always wondered, like, did they start swinging at the same time, or did one person have to bend over to the swing? One person was like, nah, it's me and you. This ain't Romeo and Juliet, this me and you. And the other person was like, nah, I need this over here. I need this whole lifestyle. You're going to have to co-sign that, or I got to be out. So now, if they both met at a swingers place, that's one thing. But I still wonder how much they are on board, even when they met each other in the swingers. in a swingers place, because once you start becoming emotionally invested in somebody, you ain't trying to hear none of that shit about what we did in the beginning. The fuck out of here. Oh, Sucre, je toi says restrictions and you can't fall in love. Yeah, no falling in love. And nigga fuck around and fell in love with the pussy. And then her. Well, I didn't mean for it. I don't, listen, I might sound prudish or old school or whatever, but I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Once you start introducing somebody else into your bedroom, once a person submits to somebody actively physically coming into your bedroom, it's a wrap. That's a wrap, because to me, that's all right. Anything goes now. I done already got that done. Now watch. Because guess what's going to be my excuse every time I get caught? Well, this is what we do. I was just saying, that's what we do. I'm saying, how is it cool when you let such and such come in, but I can't get with other? Well, because I let you do. But listen, man, you just gonna have to. Yeah. You just okay. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hold on. T. Carey, right, morning, noon, and night. What's going on? Always glad to have you all in my sights. Carol Chamberlain says, I never heard any mention of siblings. Oh, for Tiger Woods, okay. Carol Chamberlain says, my nephew plays golf. LOL. Yeah, I mean, a lot of cats play around with golf, but when you trying to play golf professionally, shit is expensive as fuck. Have you ever priced some golf clubs? Yo, y'all can do it right now. Go to Google and see how much golf clubs cost. You're gonna be like, what? And you need how many of these you need? Because they be having a whole bag of them. You'd be like, yo. Grits and Wavy says golf and fencing are rich people's sports. Yeah, I mean, because around the way, we don't fence, we just stab each other. Fuck you talking about? Shit. The best fencers I know are Puerto Rican. They be fencing like a motherfucker. They'll fence you and then fence you, rob you, and then fence whatever they stole from you. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Jay Camacho, 1977. What's going on? Sucre says, I think it's one person who suggests it. Talking about the swinging. And he says that's alpha male behavior. We will go back to that. Well, hold on. Okay, wait. Okay, Carol Chamberlain says sometimes we push our kids to do things that they have no interest in. Sometimes. But we're talking about how much should you care about what they want. You know what I mean? So we're talking about a situation where your child has expressed that this is what they want to do. Mom, can I? I said, Mom, can I? I said, Mom, can I? I said, Mom, can I? Yo, mommy, I want to try this thing out. I want to see what it's all about. Can you take me there? Can you pay for it? Can we go there? Yo, this weekend. Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we try this? And you want to open your children up to different possibilities. You want to open them up into enriching experiences, things that will make them well-rounded, universal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my Guam. Yo. Oh, my girl Camacho. Yeah. Yeah. Feminine Camacho. What I used to call her? What's my name for you? Something Camacho. Maternal Macho Camacho. What is it? Maternal Macho. Something like that. How you doing, Ma? It's good to see me some you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Glad to see you coming through. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. What's going on, my brother? Thanks for coming on through. It's always good to see me some you. You know it's true. Okay. Hold on. And my brother says, Brother Williams had to fight a gang for his daughters to have somewhere to do the tennis game. I mean, they lived in Compton. People who never been to LA don't really understand what Compton is. Like my people who live in Philly, we know for people who don't live in North Philly, you know, they think North Philly is like this terrible place because on the news, that's how they make it seem. You know, but those who are down here, we like, it ain't that deep. You know what I mean? It's a propaganda campaign to make us look like hooligans. But anyway, Compton is what it seems like. That shit, it's a poor community. On some crazy shit, Compton is. Gang culture, all crazy. Most of them are Crips. That shit is off the chain. So for them to be living in Compton, for the Williams sisters, and they dad to be, come from Compton to live in Compton and be trying to play a sport like tennis. You know, basketball is very big in California. You know, because you can play all year round. Same thing with football. But tennis is like, yeah, it's big for those other people, not for us. Not to get really, really good to the point where you can compete. And when you play tennis, if you want to be a professional tennis player, that's not going to happen when you're in your 20s. You're going to be competing when you're like 13, 14 years old, competing on a national, international level. Ain't no way around it. By the time you get into your 20s, heading towards 30, you're a senior player. You're one of the elders. You old because you ain't as fast as you used to be. You know, you done pumped out a couple of kids, start drinking a couple of beers, got involved with drugs, been hanging out with too many of them tennis groupies. You have to be in shape to play tennis. It's not an option. It's not an option. Okay. All right. Cherry says, I don't share. I'm not down with that threesome stuff. Yeah, well, you're not a swinger. But that swinging shit is deep. It's deep. One thing is for sure. If you're going to be in the swinging lifestyle, you better motherfucking 100% without a doubt, no wavering, believe in swinging. Because your resolve is going to get tested like a motherfucker. Because you're going to have to know that your man or woman is fucking somebody else. A lot of times while you're there, you all right with that? If you're all right with that, you got to, to me, you just have to question yourself. Well, how much do I really love my chick? Like this freak shit. Okay, I'm a freak. Okay. But I don't know, man. To me, if you can watch somebody fuck your girl, first of all, could you do it without being mad if they seem to be hitting it better than you? Like, you should never see nobody hitting your joint better than you. Same thing with a woman. You know how women are. Shoot, you think men are arrogant, possessive, and egotistical over their sex game. Women are worse. They're worse. Tell your woman that her pussy is garbage and mean it, and see if it don't affect her. She might play it off like, yeah, but you be all up in this. Soon as you leave, though, she gonna be like, garbage? This motherfucker told me my pussy wasn't good. And he is cheating. She gonna try to swallow it up. That shit hurt. That shit is a straight gut punch. It's a straight gut punch. Shit. When a woman tell a man that, little dick motherfucker, or that he can't really fuck, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts bad. But it hurts women just as bad. What you mean? Yeah, every woman think they pussy is golden. Like, shit, what you talking about? This is my man catcher. Why you think they call it fish? No, it ain't because it smell like fish. It's because it catch all the fish. My milkshake bring all the boys to the yard on the hook. I don't even have to suck dick. My pussy suck dick for me. Y'all, I ain't got to tell y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all can front all y'all want. I've heard conversations. Right there in the same bedroom, I heard them. Like, okay, well, yeah. I mean, I am here. I mean, what the fuck? All right, so Carol Emily says, I say that to say that sometimes they only think they want to do things until they see what it all entails. Then sometimes they don't really want it exactly. But we're talking about when they do want it. When they do want it, are you gonna put all your money and time and resources into this shit? Borrowing money, like, listen, I'm gonna pay you back. She about to make it. When she get this contract, I'm telling you, you gonna get everything back tenfold. She fuck around and quit. 6 years later, you done borrow money. You done broke the bank from everybody. From your mom, your sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, friends, the church. Everybody done put money into this. Everybody got involved trying to make this little shorty into a star. She decided, nah, I want to get pregnant and run off with my boyfriend, live my life. Bitch, you gonna fucking be a star, this motherfucker. You gonna at least be on my the pregnant teenager. You know the show. Fuck that. We gotta pay this money back. I can't look all these people in the face. I made bank loans. I borrowed money like I was sending you to college, trying to make you to a star. You gonna perform somewhere, ho? Just saying. I was buffering. Well, I never. Okay. Carol says North Philly is only as deep as you believe it is. In Philly, there are worse neighborhoods. And yes, I grew up in North Philly. I know exactly what you mean. And I say the same thing to motherfuckers, but you can't tell some people that shit. You know what I'm saying? Robbie Ming says, you put all of that money into thinking that's what your kids are interested in. And and after a while, they tell you they don't want to do it anymore. That's what I'm talking about. 746. What the fuck is this? Hello? Hello? You out of your fucking mind. When spam don't tell you that they spam. No good bastards. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you share the show. Make sure you hit the like button and share the show. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Yo, share the show and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel now. Yo, share the show and like the show and share the show and make sure that you subscribe to the channel right now. Oh, what have we here? So Crazy Twice says, I'll invest whatever I can in my children because hopefully something sticks. Exactly. Exactly. We introduced them to a whole lot of things, hoping that, okay, this might be their thing. That's different from the parent who doesn't really care what they child wants. They like, no, you gonna do this shit. You know, some parents live vicariously through their children. You know, so it's like, I didn't make it, but you gonna make it in what I didn't make it in. Okay. Janice Maternal Camacho says I'm in the PNW and I've met peeps from Philly and all are really nice. What's PNW? What's PNW? Cherry says I've had multiple women and men ask me to join them over the years. It's crazy because I don't think I look sexual. I look at the woman. I look at the woman like, are you serious? You're asking for your man? They want you to get into it and get involved. Or get into it. Get involved. Yeah. One thing about swingers are sort of like, and I'm not bullshitting y'all. To me, I don't know if y'all can relate to this, but if you can, holler at me. Oh, the Pacific Northwest. Okay. Oh yeah, Guam, Pacific Northwest, no doubt. One thing about Janice Maternal Macho Camacho. That's what I used to say. Janice Maternal Macho Camacho. There you go. There you go. Okay, like I was saying, one thing about swingers and gay people, they seem to believe that deep down inside, everybody wants to try what they're doing. Like you can't be totally opposed to this shit with the unless you have lacked information. They figure once you try it a little bit, once you see what's going on, once you find out that it's not all nasty and you're not and the rumors that you've heard aren't true, yeah, you'll be with it. They honestly believe that shit. Gay people think that there's a little gayness in everybody. They just think they have to find it in you. You ain't gonna tell me that you don't think no other man is handsome. Okay. That doesn't mean that I'm gay. Yeah, but if you think that they're handsome, that means that there's a sexual attraction. No, the fuck it don't. No, it don't. It's an acknowledgement. Like you can tell when women will find another man attractive. That ain't fucking, that makes sense. He may have the same characteristics of that you have, or better characteristics that you have. So that's just regular logic. Same thing with women. Other women acknowledge when other women look good. They also pick them apart. But yeah, like I said, gay people believe that there's a little gayness in everybody. And I'm like, yeah, well, it must not be enough. It ain't nearly enough. Evidently, you are overflowing with yours, and mine ain't nowhere. Nah. It's so much room in this fucking cup. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, did you sure you poured anything in it? That shit look dry at the bottom to me, son. But the swingers are the same motherfucking way. Swingers believe that once they get rid of their little butterflies, their insecurity, their little jitters, once they see that we'll make them comfortable, then they'll be with it. No, bitch, get out my face. Get out my face, bitch. Get out my face. I said, no, bitch, get out my face. Get out my face. And especially if you're a man, because every man's fantasy is supposed to be to have a threesome. every man, I mean, you know, even when I tell women, like, no, that's not my fantasy. They be like, wait a minute, you never had a threesome before? I'm like, no. I've had the opportunity to, but I was like, no, I'm good. And they're like, well, it's like they get stumped. Like, I thought every man wanted a fucking three, but that's what we dealing with out here with this swinging shit and all of this freak culture. I'm like, well, why can't I just want to be with one chick that I could like fuck all crazy and get all stupid with? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I don't want to be with a woman that want to be with another woman, or maybe I don't want to be with a woman that's comfortable being in the same room with another woman having sex with the same man. Maybe I don't want to look at my joint like that. Maybe I don't like that. Maybe that would make me look at her like, I like girls and my girl like girls. I said I like girls and now my girl like girls. And you know, a lot of niggas like that shit. They think it's cute until they wind up getting a girl who like girls pregnant and they have a son. And guess what? Your son don't like girls. That was always my biggest fear. Fuck out of here. I need my joint straight in the morning, straight all through the night. You can do it, but you got to be straight, my baby. We can do it in the morning. We can do it in the night. But if you bring another bitch in this motherfucking room, I'm going to be looking at you all sideways and crazy and shit. And it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be looking at me like, what the fuck? But I was trying to do it for, did I ask you for that shit? Bitch? Are you fucking crazy? Okay, let's keep moving. All right. Where were we? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Robbie Ming says, I can be a freak with my man. Don't need multiple men. No train for Robbie Rob. Got it. Okay. Grits and Wavy says, swingers should be mentioned on April Fool's Day. Swingers should only be mentioned on April Fool's Day. Any other day is a no for me. So they get a pass today. They good? They good? Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Oh shit. All right. Narciso says, remember trying I remember trying little league baseball. I was the bench warmer. It happens. It happens. A lot of times we don't pick up on a sport because we may not be naturals at it, but we need coaching. You know, somebody puts their effort into it, but you may really want to learn how to play. I mean, every child is different. Shirley, sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley, sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on? How you feeling? I didn't even see you. How you sneak up in here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Chris Wavy says, only to mention it, not to do it. I hear you, man. Yeah. Listen, but this is what we're talking about when we ask the question, how far would you go in order to please? I mean, no. How much should you care about what they want? You know, some people want things that are dangerous to you, or they want things that you may be hooked up with somebody that wants something that makes you really, really uncomfortable. Something like swinging. Like, listen, I want to make you happy, and you may be the accommodating type, but like, listen, I can't do that. You know? And some people will sacrifice sacrifice their own safety, sacrifice their own security, sacrifice a whole lot of things in order to please somebody. But at the end of the day, are you ever fulfilled that way? Can you ever get to the point where you feel like, yeah, that was a good idea, that really worked out? Most times it doesn't work out that way. Now, it doesn't always have to be something of a sexual nature. Somebody might be into some shit that you just ain't into. Suppose on some real shit, let's get into some human shit that could happen. Let's say, we a lot of us are middle aged, in our 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever. And you may be starting over after a divorce or after a long relationship breakup, whatever, and you hook up with somebody new. And at this age, it ain't as easy to get with somebody and accept somebody, because you done been through the relationship ringer. You done watched the whole parade pass, come back, restart again. You done seen all the clowns, all of the circus animals, all of the, you done seen motherfuckers jump through fiery hoops and all that old bullshit. All of that stuff is in your knowledge database. So when you get with somebody now, it's not like when you was young and starry-eyed and heart beating out your chest and goose pimples and all of that kind of stuff. You really have to decide how far you want to go with somebody and how much you will allow. You're not able to just move without knowing what tomorrow is going to bring, like you were when you were younger and more naive and willing to take chances. So let's say you get with somebody that's into some shit. Forget about swinging. Forget about all that old freak shit. Forget about all that. What if you're dealing with somebody who likes to do something like they're in a motorcycle club? A lot of us middle-aged motherfuckers are in motorcycle clubs. They in a motorcycle club. There's motherfuckers who can't even ride in a motorcycle club. You don't even own a motorcycle. You're in a motorcycle club. You got a vest. You are basically in a gang. You're in a gang. So here you are hooked up with somebody who's in a gang. Like, you waited till you was 45 years old to join a fucking gang? A gang? Y'all running around here with these. Let me make up a name, because I was going to fuck around and say an actual name. Let's say y'all called your black motorcycle gang. Y'all called the Wheels of Holes. The Soul of Wheels. I'm sorry, that's the best I could think of. Okay, anyway, so they're going out on a regular basis with their gangster friends, and they want you to get a vest. They want you to join the gang with them. Like, you're like, sure, no fucking. At first, you might have thought it was cute. Like, oh yeah, I'm joining a little motorcycle gang. We meet at the little spot, our little headquarters, and we drink, and we have little functions. It is like a little family. Till you find out that you got to pay dues, and that when the motherfuckers ask you for favors, you got to do it. And then when they call on you, you got to be there. And this is like on work nights and shit. You still got kids that you have to take care of, and you out here chasing behind some motherfucker that cares about this motorcycle club. Like, this shit is real for the boy. Or you're a dude and your chick is in a motorcycle club. It'd be freak shit going on in the motorcycle clubs. You sleep if you want to. Sleep if you want to. You sleep while you sleeping on their activities, they getting slept with. Like, plus you don't want to be a gangster. Like, gangster ain't been nothing but a word to describe somebody that has a little edge to them, a little street edge. You're not a real gangster, like in a real gang, doing gang shit and having rival crews. We in our 50s. What are you talking about? We ain't got time for that shit. Like, oh yeah, no, this is my life. This is not kids' play. We not the Bloods or the Crips. Hmm? We not the gangster disciples. And the other one that I always forget their name, Grits and Wavy. You know who I'm talking about because you live in Chicago. What's that? What's the main gang in Chicago? They've been there for decades and decades, going all the way back to like the 50s and 60s. You know what I'm talking about. Not the gangster disciples. The come on, Grits. Come on, Grits. Help me out. Help me out. Vice Lords. The Vice Lords. Yeah. You done moved to the Chi. Like you ain't never been no damn Vice Lord. You don't understand that shit. Now this motherfucker wanna, Norzil said the black walls. Yeah, some shit like that. Like, come on, man. Some crazy twat said the vest ain't free. No, it ain't. You gonna have to prick your finger or some shit. They got an initiation process. You're like, they sucking these old cornballs in this damn gang. Y'all old ass motherfuckers on Harley Davidsons and other bikes riding. You driving all the way out. You riding all the way out to Oregon to go to Sturgis. Sturgis? Wait a minute. Not Oregon. Where's Sturgis? Sturgis? What is that? North Dakota? Some shit that ain't associated too heavily with this. But all them motorcycle gang, and you are trying to get into this thing for them. You're trying, but how you might not be like might not be able to get into. You might not be able to do it. Grits and Wavy talking about black stones. Black walls, black stones. Oh man, I can't do it. Sure Husband says, hi Robin. Okay, all right. It's a shout out, Joe. All right, cool. Sure Husband says, I'm a Gemini. We don't need nobody else. Well, look, the late great Tupac Shakur was a Gemini too, and this motherfucker waited till he in his mid-20s decide he want to join. He want to be down with the Bloods. Niggas, you crazy? Well, how'd that turn out? And nigga, you ain't from Crenshaw. And you ain't from Acorn. And you ain't from the West Coast. And that was kind of a problem. West Side till I die. Well, how'd that turn out? You're dead. And you were on the West. Okay, all right, okay, all right. My bad. My bad. No, not Minnesota. Sturgis is in hold on. Where is Sturgis?
According to Wikipedia,
South Dakota.
Sturgis is a city in Meade County, South Dakota, United States. The population was 6,627 as of the 2010 census. It is the county seat of Meade County and is named after Union Civil War General Samuel D. Sturgis.
Sturgis. So it's a little ghost town. It's a little like, you know how you see them old Westerns? That's what Sturgis is. You should see the fucking, look at the buildings in Sturgis. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in here play PS5? I'm sorry. I don't even play that. A PS4, PlayStation. This shit is like fucking Red Dead Redemption. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. This shit is Red Dead Redemption. Fuck out of here. This shit. They don't have one tall building here. They don't have no tall buildings. They got railroad. You know what I mean? This is a straight ranch town and shit, you know? One western town, South Dakota. You know, ain't no black people, no damn South Dakota. Ain't even no white people there. It's a bunch of open land. But they have that big bike festival. So here you are with the wheels of holes, the black stones, the black walls, wheels of black handlebars, black handlebars and stars, and y'all going out here to Sturgis because y'all in a gang. I'm run from Run DMC, like who's from Cool in the Gang. Rock to the roll, roll to the rock. Roll to the rock, rock to the roll. DMC stands for devastating mind control. You can't touch me with a 10-foot pole. And I even make the devil sell me his soul. Soul. Ah, man. No, yeah, Norris. It looks like gun smoke. Yeah. There's nothing out here. But somebody decided that this was going to be the place where everybody came to bike. Harleys, you can see all the money that Harley Davidson made right here. Harleys, loud ass, damn powerful ass motorcycle. Dodge City, word. Kristen Wavy says, Omar, you sound like you have a story to tell. Maybe you should give us a story to. Nah, I don't. Nah, ain't none of my chicks ever, no motorcycle, none of that bullshit. Nah, it's just shit that I see. Cause I be looking at them sideways like, you part of a motorcycle club? Okay. Like, why? And when I was doing comedy heavy, a lot of those motorcycle clubs, we performed in a lot of those motorcycle clubs. They was paying. One good thing about it is if you are associated with a motorcycle club, you can sell all of them the tickets because they gotta buy them. Well, such and such is performing, so we need to go out and support our brother. So they gotta come and gotta come and support their brother. So I met a lot of people who was in motorcycle clubs. Mona Garris. Mona, who comes on the show. That's where I met Mona. Now, she wasn't in the motorcycle club, but she was evidently motorcycle club affiliated. But I used to see her in the shows. I'm like, yeah. Okay, that's what's up. She wasn't in the club. I wasn't in the club. We was both motorcycle club affiliated. But I ain't want nothing to do with that bullshit. Like, fuck out of here. The social club and shit. Nigga, you in your 40s. What are you doing? And at that time, I wasn't even in my 40s. I was still in my 30s. All right. Carol Chamberlain says, most of them are prison guards, retired and active. You know what? I think you're right. A lot of them do be prison guards, like XCOs. Like, what part of the game is that? But I've known people who said they used to be in a motorcycle club, but then now they not no more. I'm like, how do you do that? They don't kill you for trying to leave? Call that a gang? But the bottom line is, when you care about somebody, you often want to be a part of what they want to be a part of. But how much do you sacrifice for that? How much of yourself do you sacrifice in order to make somebody happy who is doing something that makes you feel uncomfortable? Somebody that makes you feel all right, y'all, we gotta get on up out of here. I'm gonna meet y'all at Sturgis. I'm gonna meet y'all at Sturgis. Yeah. All right, y'all. Okay. We're gonna get this show on off today. Hey. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious April 1st, April Fool's Day, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get, hold on, before I do that, Carol said read her comment up above. Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Wait a minute. Carol said his son said about to. I ain't down with the swinging and sharing stuff. Carol, I don't know which. Okay, I'll meet you in South Carolina with the black bikers. Okay. Oh, okay. I see it now. I have a friend who goes to South Carolina with a group of black bikers every year. Yeah, down there in Myrtle Beach. You know, that's sort of like the black. Well, not sort of. Yeah. When you go out to Sturgis, you in another world. That Myrtle Beach one is sweet because anybody would like to go to Myrtle Beach. It's a nice place. When you go out to Sturgis, you got to be serious. Ain't no water in that motherfucker. You going out there to chill with Rawhide and shit. All right, number one out the box, Rashida Ingersoll turning 44 years. Bow, 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 bow. Happy birthday to you, Rashida. And also Laverne Briggs turning 57 years old today. And Shakira Marshall, happy birthday to you. And Gwen Lawrence, happy birthday to you. And April Ford turning 52 years old today. And Took by Black turned 31 years old today. And, Shantae Broggins, happy birthday to you, Shantae. And Kiki Brown Mason turning 43 years old today. And Terrence Bing turning 46 years old today. And my girl going all the way back to damn near to the 70s. Janet Boston, happy birthday to you. Woo, 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 woo. It is the 70s too. That was my sister's good friend. And also Nita Smith, happy birthday to you, Nita. And last but certainly not least, my girl, Angie Love is a Gamble, turning 51 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious. April 1st, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen. Man, you love them, you care about them, you want them to be happy, but how far should you go in order to make them feel happy? Should you go to the point of making yourself unhappy in order to make somebody else happy? Well, sometimes you may have to do that. Sometimes you may be compelled to do that. You may be programmed to be the type to do that on a regular basis. But does it work out in your favor? Is it a good thing to do? Should you sacrifice your health? Should you sacrifice your comfortability? Should you sacrifice your sense of self? You know, one thing we didn't really talk about is, what about when you care about somebody so much that you're willing to give them something that makes you feel disrespected? Because some people take advantage. Some people take unfair advantage of what you may be willing to give them or do for them or sacrifice for them. So do you mitigate yourself? Do you sacrifice your physical and emotional health? Would you give up all of your wealth? Would you do something just so they can have something, even if they didn't give you or pay you back nothing? Would you sacrifice, or would you damn near give up your life once or twice? Would you sell your soul? Would you do that shit? Would you let them have control? Do you care what they want to the point where you done empty out your bank account? Don't front. Yeah, some of us has done it. What we might have done it, but we still fronted a little bit. Like, hold on now. No, hold it down. I said I'm here for you, but don't do nothing that I wouldn't want you to do. And sacrificing your life and limb. I'm doing it for her and him, and yo, my kids need this, and I need them to have that shit. We'll be back tomorrow night. 7 o'clock. We'll be back tomorrow night. Be back tomorrow night. Yeah. But we won't, we're not going to have no shows this weekend. Not even one. I got to work this weekend. And I got to work on Easter. I got to work on Easter. I have to work on Easter. So I may get off early enough on Easter to be able to have like an afternoon show, but we'll have to see, yo. We'll see. But Saturday is out. Saturday. Yo, man, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all back to life. If you haven't shared the show yet, make sure you share the show. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure y'all hit the like button. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And so my blog talkers, I'ma get back, holla back. I'ma do that, yo. It's not whack. And for my Instagrammers, thanks for coming on through. I will see you. Appreciate you. Peace. And for my YouTubers, y'all know what it is. Love is love, baby. I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. Y'all know love is love. So